we will take up item number 2, discuss and take possible action on payroll number 6 for the period ending March 17th.
I move we approve payroll number 6.
I'll second that.
Have a motion and a second to approve payroll number 6. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item number 3, discuss and take possible action on ratification of Medina County employee longevity pay.
I'll move we approve the longevity pay.
I'll second that.
Have a motion and a second that we approve the longevity pay. Any discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item number 4, discuss and take possible action on approval of personnel action forms.
Yes, we have several. First one's for Judy Schneider. She was a transfer from the auditor's office to the county clerk. Second one is tax office increase within approved slot for Hackenyos. Next one's also from the tax office for David Pinedo, increase within approved slot. Sheriff's office, Neuman, Virginia, Chester. Sheriff's office, increase within approved slot for Heather Gosh. Sheriff's office, return to work for Mark Garrison. Sheriff's office, Dylan Neuman, new hire. Another new hire for the sheriff's office, Whitney Reed. Transfer from county clerk to pretrial services, Jean Elsa Gomez. From DPS, Sherry Bieber. She is unable to return to work. And then we have 2 for PDO, a transfer for Ryan Madden from misdemeanor to felony, and also for PDO transfer from misdemeanor to in-training felony for Isabella Marone.
I'm going to abstain from voting on this one.
Okay.
That'd be good, my son.
Okay.
I'll move we approve the personnel action forms.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the personnel action forms. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. So we have 3 ayes and we have 1 abstention, Commissioner Neuman. Motion carries. Item number 5, discuss and take action on approval of payment of additional $4,000 surcharge added to Volvo and Mack trucks of Waco for invoice number 01S450 due to increase in materials, labor, freight, energy.
Yeah, so this is just another.
Are you auditor or HR now?
Say that again?
You're auditor.
I was going to say, HR looks like they're on a pretty rough week.
We'll be all right. So this is just another fuel surcharge on that Mack truck that we got already. They're just, I don't think there's anything we can do about these surcharges.
We called Peterbilt and all them and kind of asked them if they ever had the same issue, and they all said, we're still waiting for parts, and the price is going up as we're waiting.
Right.
So, I know we agreed 150,000 tops, so this is still under.
Is the truck, is it still not built? It's still
No, we got it.
We got it. We got it.
We've been using it, so
Yep.
it's in our possession.
Okay.
I mean, it is,
I would make a motion to pay the 4,000.
I
If
second
that's
it.
what it is.
It is what it is.
I have a motion and a second to approve the surcharge from Volvo and Mack trucks for $4,000. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Item number 6, discuss and take possible action on approval of interlocal cooperation contract with Medina County 911 Emergency Communications District for SB8 Coronavirus State Fiscal Recovery 911 Entity Project Plan. So this, in front of you, the interlocal agreement is between 911. The court will probably remember that towards the end of last year, 911 district came forward They received, if you look at the top of page 2, a $1,241,209.67 grant that the county agreed to pay the upfront because it's a reimbursement grant and they don't have $1.2 million to pay it upfront. So this agreement lays out the agreement on their repayment and when we expect payments and stuff. So Mr. Rhodey has looked over as well. Maggie put this together. Thank you very much. And so this is just to solidify that agreement. And they're ready. I think we've already got some invoices submitted to us, correct?
Yes, if this agreement's approved, we have 3 invoices.
So they're already purchasing this equipment, so it's in full motion, so.
I'll move we approve the, agreement.
I'll second it.
Have a motion and a second to approve the interlocal cooperation contract with Medina County 911. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item number 7, discuss and take possible action on approval of accounts payable.
Next, the over $10,000 that's on the cover page. We have 2 wire payments and 4 add-ons. The total AP, not including add-ons, $954,433.35. We also have 1 invoice where the department bought birthday cards and they will reimburse the county.
I'll move that we approve the accounts payable, including the add-ons, and as long as our treasurer's office makes sure we're reimbursed for birthday cards, I'll include that one too. And no exceptions.
I'll second that.
I have a motion and a second that we approve the disbursements, including the add-ons, with stipulation of the, making sure that we get reimbursed for the birthday cards. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item number 9, update from the Elections Administrator regarding voting test laboratory. Item number 8, discuss and take possible action on approval of disbursement of funds since last Commissioners Court meeting. My apologies.
Utilities in the amount of $3,153.25.
Move we approve with disbursement of funds since last Commissioner's Court.
Having a motion and a second to approve approve the disbursement of funds since the last Commissioners Court meeting. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Item number 9, Update from Elections Administrator regarding the Voting System Test Laboratory, which is VSTL Accreditation Program of the Election Assistance Commission, the EAC, which is Voting System Testing and Certification Program. Mr. Torres.
Morning, Judge, Commissioners. Thank you for the opportunity to address the court in response to some comments that were made at the last Commissioners Court meeting by Jared Woodward. If you recall, he came in and addressed the court and showed some certificates that apparently did not have an expiration date or some signatures that our voting machines were not certified. Just want to let you know that that's inaccurate. If he would have gone to the EAC website, he would have found the certificates that you have in your packet that shows that the voting equipment are in fact certified. At that time, he stated to y'all that the Commissioners Court, the Medina County Commissioners Court, should be concerned that if the certification question became a legal issue in the future, ultimate responsibility for whether the system was properly accredited could fall on the court. He further stated that you guys have a good opportunity in front of you to show the rest of Texas voters. Texas voter integrity is a top priority in Medina County. Again, in your packet, you'll find the letter from the director of the EAC, Jerome Lovato, and it's dated 1/27/21, where he explains that the SLI compliance has completed all requirements to remain in good standing. He goes further to say, and this may explain the reason why he didn't have the documents that were signed. He goes on to say that due to administrative errors in 2017 through 2019, the EAC did not issue an updated certificate to Pro V&V, causing confusion with some people concerning their good standing status. Even though the EAC failed to reissue the certificate, Pro V&V audit was completed in 2018 and again in early 2021 as the scheduled audit of Pro V&V was postponed due to COVID-19 travel restrictions. Despite the challenges outlined above, throughout this period, Pro V&V and SLI compliance remain in good standing with the requirements of our program and retain their accreditation. Let me assure you, Judge and Commissioners, and most important, the voters, the registered voters of Medina County, that integrity is of the utmost importance to myself and to my staff. We take this very, very seriously every day, day in and day out. And we'll continue to do that throughout my tenure as your elections administrator. Mr. Woodward urged the commissioners to consider a return to hand-marked, hand-counted paper ballots. However, he may not be aware that Medina County started using the Verity dual voting units in 2022, which allows the registered voters of Medina County to make their selections on the voting unit and then receive a print vote record of their selections. And only after they review their selections to assure accuracy, the voter submits the PVR, or the print vote record, into the scanner to record their selections. Just for the record, Ms. Whitley Riley did serve as a central count judge for the Republican Party. Ms. Shelley Estrada did so as well for the Democratic Party. And they were both on hand to observe what went on when receiving the voting equipment from the polling locations. Additionally, they were able to observe the tabulation of votes and the reporting of votes to the Secretary of State on election night. It was mentioned that Ms. Walters served as an election judge. Let me clarify that. She did not serve as an election judge during the November 2022 election. Thank you. Do you have any questions? Let me know.
That means we don't go to jail, no?
I don't know about that, Judge, Commissioner, but I can tell you that the voting machines, the voting units that we have are in fact certified.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lupe. Thanks for the follow-up. Okay, item number 10, public comments, and we have 2 this morning. We call on the first, be Lenore, and I'm sorry, your last name?
Sir, it's Hackenyos.
Hackenyos, thank you. I'll get it right, I promise.
That's fine. Thank you for the time
Yes, ma'am.
to come before you. Judge, Commissioners, I have a little bit of a handout for you.
Thank you.
I appreciate that
Thank
Mr.
you.
Torres was able to clarify some of the things that were presented last time here. I was here. I'm going to go through and, do I have my time? Oh, thank you. I'm Lenore Hackenyos. I am a new Texan, and I'm a retired Air Force Lieutenant Colonel. I own a home and a homestead in Bear Spring Ranch in Mico. I was recently appointed by the Medina County GOP to co-chair a committee based on election integrity, because this is something that we all care about. Yesterday, my co-chair, Becca Bruhn, and I attended a meeting in Gillespie County where we were invited. This presentation that we saw was given to their county commissioners, to the public, and to their county election officials, both in Gillespie and Kirk County. That was given by 2 experts, Mr. Clint Curtis and Mark Cook, who you have their bios in front of you if you want to read them later. But I will specifically mention for the court that these gentlemen are cyber and programming experts. And Mr. Curtis is a Democrat and Mr. Cook is a Republican, and they make sure that you understand that when you're in their presence. The biggest, most crucial thing that they wanted to present to us is that there is a distinct lack of local control over elections. And I know that this court cares about making sure that you have control over the things that matter to the people of Medina County. The election systems that are so complex that neither you nor I nor most people who are sitting in this room today understand what's going on when we cast that ballot. When Mr. Torres said you scan it in to be counted, we're not quite sure what happens at that point when it becomes a black box. We expect that election laws are being followed and that the systems are secure. But these gentlemen yesterday showed us that the systems have vulnerabilities. And Becca will go into more detail about that when I'm done. One example is that voter registration and poll books are no longer managed by local or state government, but have been outsourced to companies that are not accountable to the voter. And these companies are not required to share their information with the public. You can see that on the second slide. I want to stress that this is not a partisan issue. This is an American problem, and this is a Texas problem. We're addressing this because there is a distinct lack of confidence in American elections across all parties. Every vote of every American should count as it is cast. If you want to learn more, there's a website there for you, and I thank you very much again for your time.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Rebecca Bruhn. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, gentlemen. Thank you for sharing your time with me this morning. I'm gonna read from this so I stay focused, okay?
Thank you.
And I got 3 minutes and I can talk a lot, so please bear with me. Good morning, gentlemen. Thank you for sharing your time with me this morning. I'm Rebecca Bruhn. My husband and I escaped from Central Illinois in December of 2019 to our new home here in Summit Ridge, Mico, Texas. I'm semi-retired from a 38-year career in the third-party logistics industry, warehousing and distribution, as a specialist in operations, software development and implementation projects, and especially physical inventory projects. As a Republican, I have been a poll watcher at 3 of our voting locations during the 2022 midterms and assisted as a watcher during our signature verification process for mail-in ballots, also attended by Lupe Torres, our elections director. I am now co-chair along with Lenore, who you just met, of the new Medina County Election Integrity Committee. Since mid-2021, I've been helping Beverly Foley, the Executive Director of Secure Your Vote Texas, with auditing of voter rolls for Harris and Tarrant County. In addition, I've attended various election integrity conferences, the last one being the Moment of Truth, sponsored by Mike Lindell, and attended election integrity presentations like the one Lenore and I attended yesterday in Fredericksburg. Bottom line, gentlemen, analysis from everything I have seen, demonstrated, and proven, as this is not my personal opinion. We can audit the voter rolls until kingdom come to ensure they are perfect. We can test the tabulators until Lupe and his test volunteers are all gray-headed. We can force everyone to leave their phones off and in their cars. We can ensure there is no internet connection within 100 miles of our voting sites. Once our vote data is sent to its final destination, there is no human way possible that a non-IT expert can ensure that our database of votes were not manipulated. Like Lupe personally said to me, Rebecca, we live in Medina County. I have to focus on Medina County no matter what the rest of the country is doing. Amen to Lupe. While Medina County is considered small compared to Tarrant and Harris, Medina County can take the steps and demonstrate to the rest of Texas that we are in fact serious about ensuring transparent and clean elections. Yesterday we were shown a process that continues to use a paper ballot but drastically reduces the need for expensive machinery, related software expenses, and manual labor that is currently part of our voting process. Gillespie County is going to organize a return of Mark and Clint to demonstrate this process after their next election scheduled for May of this year. This is considered a parallel test. So I ask you gentlemen today, why can't Medina County show the same interest as Gillespie County and allow for a free demonstration of this election process? What do we have to lose? I'm not standing here today expecting an immediate answer. However, as a county in the free and very proud state of Texas, I pray that you realize that as Texas goes, so does the rest of the country. And I'm telling you, the world is watching. In closing, gentlemen, today I'm asking if you can please find a place in your Texan heart to help Lenore and I help you and ensure Medina County at least takes the first step of allowing a demonstration of a voting process put together by people who are experts in their field. They truly feel they're called upon by God,
You're past
such
time
as a
by
time
30
as that.
seconds already. You're over time.
Sorry.
You were looking though, you were thinking it's counting up now.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. Oh, I thought I had that much time left.
I know what you were thinking. I know, I get it. So.
I'm sorry, this is my first.
Red's bad, but it's good. So, awesome. Okay, at this time we will go into recess. Be back at 10 o'clock. Thank you, everybody. All right, good morning again, everybody. We are going to bring the court back to order at 10 o'clock. Cool. We will pick up at item number 11. Discuss and take possible action on approval of granting a permanent easement to San Antonio Water System Saws for the Woodland PID. Mr. Buck Benson with us?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Judge, members of the commission, Buck Benson, I represent the developers on this particular project. When this development was being put together, this particular piece was always designated as a place where water and wastewater may go. And so when the developers conveyed the property to the county, they reserved basically a blanket easement for water and sewer lines over the property, because at that point we didn't know exactly where stuff was going to go. Fast forward a couple of years now, we're ready to go forward and construct the wastewater lines, and as part of that, SAWS has asked that the county actually specify kind of the location and do a easement, or the county grant the easement, which it's already kind of allowed under the deed. The SAWS just wants it clear in that specific location. So that's really the ask today. I guess I will tell you that because we are in the ETJ of San Antonio, this construction will be subject to the city of San Antonio tree preservation plans. So we'll have to mitigate for storing trees that may need to come out as part of the construction. But again, this is just kind of confirming and identifying the route of the sewer line within the county's property. I'm happy to answer any questions with Mr. Matt. And another, this is the saw's typical easement form. There isn't anything special about it. The standard form we use in any type of easement that developers, landowners grant.
We're in the ditch right now.
Construction project. We will, our clients will be building the line.
Yeah, it is kind of nice to know exactly where it's gonna be at that way.
Yes,
So, I don't know, I spoke to Buck and Clay about this, and with them, I feel we need to approve it, granting the permanent easement to San Antonio Water System.
And I'll second that.
I have a motion, a second, that we grant the permanent easement to San Antonio Water System for the Woodlands PID. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
Aye.
Motion carries. You aye twice.
Aye, too. Aye, that one too.
You meant aye is good, right?
Do they have any idea when this is gonna be finished, or are you just carrying the paperwork? I know they got started like yesterday or day before.
Yes, sir. I don't know specifically when that segment will be done, but this easement is necessary for them to
Good enough.
this part of it, so it should be done. Thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, y'all.
All right, next agenda item number 12, discuss and take possible action on acceptance of maintenance bond number GM 206290 for street and drainage improvements in the Hunters Ranch subdivision, Unit 16B, located in Precinct 2. NTR Engineers. Do you have anything on it, Commissioner?
Okay, we're going to accept the bonds?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'll make that motion.
On that one?
I have drove them all and everything is in good shape.
Have a motion, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second that we accept the acceptance of maintenance bond under GM 206290. Any other discussion on it? Hearing none, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item number 13, discuss and take possible action on acceptance of maintenance bond number GM 206291 for street and drainage improvement in Hunters Ranch subdivision, Unit 18A, also located in Precinct 2.
I will make that motion that we accept the maintenance bond.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to accept maintenance bond number GM 206291. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 14, discuss and take possible action on final approval of Valley Oaks subdivision Phase 2, located in Precinct 1 off of County Road 241.
Howdy, Commissioners. Carson, Keller, Matkin, Hoover. Dan Mullins, the developer, had a previous engagement, couldn't be here this morning. Apologize. This is Phase 2 of Valley Oaks. I believe 50 lots in this phase. We do have a bond.
FBI.
Jennifer, the bond is FedEx. It should be here this morning, so I understand it's going to have to be approved by y'all in the next Commissioner's Court. It is for the amount of $1,308,273, which does include a 25% contingency, as requested by Commissioner Neuman. So I'm just here to answer any other questions on that.
So originally, when we did the preliminary, it was actually, had eight lots? more?
Yeah, we actually reduced the Phase 2 by 8
By
lots.
8 lots.
Made
So-
some lots actually bigger, just fit the topography better and fit what they're seeing out there, so.
Yeah. So with that, I'll go ahead and move it, we give final approval on Valley Oak, Phase 2.
Have a motion and a second to grant final approval of Valley Oaks Ranch subdivision Phase 2. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you, Sandra. Item number 15, we are not going to take action on today. Everybody knows we picked up a little bit of rain, so we hopefully the good Lord provides some more to us and we can stay out of burn ban. Item number 16, discuss and take possible action on approving a resolution to rescind the resolution passed March 3rd, 2023, authorizing the submission 2023-2024 Community Development Block Grant Program application administered by the Texas Department of Agriculture.
Hi.
Well, good morning.
Good morning. I would like to defer this to Jessica Acosta with the GrantWorks. She's our Administrative Services.
Excellent.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for having us. So this resolution here, as I'm sure you know, TDA has upped the funding amount, the grant amount. So previously what was passed was a grant for $350,000, and that is now $500,000. So we have to rescind the previous one and then repass the one for $500,000.
I'll move that we approve the resolution rescinding the grant.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the rescinding of the grant application for the Community Development Block Grant Program. Any other discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. So item 17, discuss and take possible action on approval of resolution authorizing the submission of a Texas Community Development Block Grant Program application and adopting required CDBG civil rights policies.
This is putting it back on to do.
This is putting it back on.
Correct.
After this is the one when you'll smile. Because right now we took it away from you. So don't smile yet. Okay.
I'll hold it back.
Yeah.
Okay, so a quick little rundown here. So basically, again, the amounts are changing, right? We're going up to 500,000. The amount is actually going lower. I believe we were at 25,000 last round, and now we're at 10. So that is based on match. Yeah, sorry, the match. And so what is in these resolutions, aside from the amounts, are 5 different things. So we have a CPP, which is a citizen participation plan, public hearing, public notice, that we've already started. There's also an excessive force policy, which just prohibits excessive force in nonviolent demos. Again, just something that we added to that resolution. There's also a fair housing activity. So we did conduct a fair housing analysis, which you will see me again in 2 weeks to present this analysis to you. It's really short. And again, that is for an additional 2 points. As I'm sure you know, TDA runs on a scoring factor. 2 points are crucial. And so we just ran this analysis and we just need to present it to the court. Section 504 prohibits discrimination against those that are handicapped, and then the final one is just the code of conduct with conflicts of interest. Any questions?
I'll make a motion that we approve the resolution authorizing the submission of PCDB grant
Second.
program application.
I have a motion and a second that we approve the resolution authorizing the submission of the Texas Community Development Block Grant application and adopting these required civil rights policies. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Item 18. Discuss and take possible action on approval of an intergovernmental agreement for East Medina SUV for the 2023-2024 Texas CDBG grant.
I'm deferring to Bruce Alexander.
Okay.
We've been asked to enter an interlocal agreement with the county concerning the grant, and our board is actually, I'm here on behalf of them. We're very excited to be part of this, and we approved it, and we hope you all do too.
I'll move we approve it.
Where's the donuts?
You have to fight the deputy across the road.
They got them next door. No donuts.
What will this one be for? What will y'all be doing with this program?
Actually, 2 years ago, we initially ran the grant, so we basically resurrected that project out on County Road 5710, generally between County Road 669 and 662. It's an area where there's undersized lines. We've had a multitude of customers requesting service, but it's been cost prohibitive. So It's enabling us to improve a system, provide service to folks that otherwise couldn't afford to have service.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, do I have a motion and a second?
I'll make the motion.
I have a motion.
And I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. That we approve the intergovernmental agreement with East Medina for this CDBG grant. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Item number 19, discuss and take possible action on approval of lease agreement with Medina County Appraisal District. So for the court, and Commissioner Lawler wasn't here at the time, but at one time the appraisal district was trying to purchase one of our buildings. And during that time, we had waived the lease in the building that they are in. And so, as y'all know, that did not happen. And so this is actually reinstating the lease with them and retroactive to January the 1st. And that they'll be paying us lease for their, where they're at currently. So
I move we approve the lease agreement with the Medina County Appraisal District.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the lease agreement with Medina County Appraisal District. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Item number 20, discuss and take possible action on approval of the Department of State Health Services Grant Agreement, contract number HHS 0013126000001 under the Center for Health Emergency Preparedness and Response Grant Program. And I know we have the grant administrator here along with Trish is with us today.
Yes.
If we have any questions for her, I'm sure we'll have lots, Trish.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyone have any questions or infrastructure grant?
Can you repeat the contract number to us without looking at it?
I thought from, the Public Health Infrastructure Grant is a new grant. I mean, it's kind of a spin-off of our workforce grant that we aren't currently using. It's over a 5-year budget period for $260,118. We can use the funds whenever we want over that 5-year period, and it will be used for personnel. Would you like me to read the contract number?
Yes, please.
Can I have your glasses back? Sure.
I'll save you some headache. We'll go ahead and approve the grant.
Save us some headache. Do I have a motion?
That's my motion.
And I'll second that.
Okay, I have a motion and a second that we approve the Department of State Health Services Grant Agreement, contract number HHS 0013126000001. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item number 21, discuss and take possible action on adoption of Medina County Commissioners Court Rules of Procedure, Conduct, and Decorum. So the rules that we actually had were really outdated. They were about 12 years old. And so this is an update to our rules. I know we sent them out in advance. Everybody's had an opportunity to look over them. And
Can you get to it?
there is an exhibit, that we have an exhibit A in there that we'll attach every year that is your adopted commissioner court dates, your meetings. So rather than having to try to put them all inside of it, we just every year adopt the new ones and add it to this. So has everybody had a chance to read over those, and do you have any questions on them?
You made me do it last night.
I did. Yes, sorry.
So I guess language, when somebody stands up to speak, are appropriate. I'm trying to look for the wording here that I read earlier. I guess there's some vagueness as to what conduct can be done and can be done. I guess you would be the one that can determine, or whoever's moderating.
Or you, one of the two.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Either the judge or pro tem is in charge of the meetings, is what it says in this document.
Once y'all adopt it, we'll have copies available for everybody as well.
I'm going to read that one. We should have Commissioner Court Rules of Procedure, Conduct, and Decorum.
Second.
Second, got 3 seconds.
I have a motion and a second that we adopt the Medina County Commissioners Court Rule of Procedures, Conduct, and Quorum. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Item number 22, discuss and take possible action on approving the state and local term rental agreement with Pitney Bowes for the Sheriff's Office. Anybody have anything specific? This is a continuation of their postage machine. It's, theirs is up for renewal, so that's, I think the bottom line, if I remember, $15.
I would make a motion to pass $50 for the sheriff's department.
Have a motion and a second to approve the state and local rental agreement with Pitney Bowes for the Sheriff's Office. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item number 23, discuss and take possible action on acceptance of possible award of sealed bids for lawn care for calendar year 2023, beginning on April the 15th of 2023. So this has been a process that actually started sometime towards the end of last year, I believe. So we went out and were able to go out for bids on all of the lawn care. We did get 3 bids back, and I'll let Edward either come.
Yeah.
But we did get 3 back. The only thing and we did actually reach out. It was Summit was the only local that actually responded. We did have an on-site required visit, and we had 5 vendors, I believe, show up. But only 3 ended up bidding. We did also, if you'll notice on here, that this is we're running this on a calendar year, because if we're going to change in the future, it's better if we try to do this during the winter. Negotiate and doing all that in the winter time, so when it comes springtime, that we're 100% with our new contractor. So this is a calendar year. So this one here starts April 15th. We'll run the calendar year, and then we'll renew at that point. So Edward, do you want to run through them, or sure? I get it's pretty self-explanatory, but
Yeah, you have the tabulations on that first sheet and then the breakdown of all the bids. Summit, they were all in the same bid sheet. Summit came in way under L&J and Olympia. Do you have any questions on it? Summit was at $60,000 for the year, L&J was at $259,000, and Olympia was at $127,000 for the same services.
And again, yes, we did, just to clarify, we did a walkthrough with them all. Pat Warner walked all of them, so make sure we were apples and apples on all of this across.
It's kind of clear on the price there.
Yes, it's, well, and Summit has done a good job for us. I mean, they've taken really good care of our stuff. It's been a while, and we were adding some of these properties and felt like it was the right thing for us to go out and bid it this time. So.
Yeah, the price was pretty odd. We went through the details and the specifications on Summit, just making sure that they were bidding on the entire year, not on the time. I mean, we were concerned because the prices were extremely off. But from what we understand on the bids, they bid on the same amount of time, the same services.
Well, probably half of the other money was traveling, because one of these was San Antonio, one was
San Antonio, Olympia, they had Laredo on a card. I mean, they have Laredo on their business website, and then Corpus Christi on their card. So they were not local for sure.
Okay. All right, any other questions or motion?
Huh?
Okay.
I'll make the motion, we accept the bids and award to Summit Landscape.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second that we accept the bids and award the bid to Summit Landscaping in the amount of $60,853.66. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
I abstain.
Okay, we have 3, 4, and 1 abstention from Commissioner Lynch. Motion does pass. Item number 24, discuss and take possible action on acceptance of annual financial report for Bandera, Valley, Medina, and Real County, Utopia Vanderpool area, ESD number 1, for the year ending September 30th of 2022. So this is their annual report. Everybody's had a chance to look through it. Everything appeared to look good in the report.
I'll make a motion we accept the audit as written.
Second.
Actually, just clarification, it's just their financial report, it's not an audit.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a motion and a second that we accept the annual financial report from the ESD number 1, Bandera Valley, Medina, Real County. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item number 25, discuss and take possible action on authorization to publish for public hearing to reduce speed limit on County Road 464 located in Precinct 2.
35 on the, or we're going to do a public, do we do the public?
No, this is just
voting to authorize.
voting to do the public.
Okay. I'll make that motion.
Thanks.
So I have a motion and a second to authorize for publishing of a public hearing to reduce the speed limit on County Road 464 located in Precinct 2, and you said to 35 miles per hour. Okay. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 26, discuss and take possible action on acceptance of newly assigned private road 3525 located in Precinct 1 into the official mapping system. I guess y'all saw it in there. It's in the packet.
I'll make the motion we accept the newly private road 3525.
I'll second that.
Have a motion and a second to accept the newly assigned private road 3525 into the official mapping system. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Item number 27, discuss and take possible action on acceptance of newly assigned private roads located in Precinct 4 into the official mapping system. Those roads being PR 7605 and PR 7738.
I'll make a motion that we accept the new private road 7605 and 7738 into the official mapping system.
I have a motion and a second to accept the newly assigned private roads in Precinct 4 that are private road 7605 and 7738 into the official mapping system. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Thank you. Also, just gonna, because Aaron's here this morning, you can go back and officially put in. Aaron's been doing some really good work, her and Mr. Rody over there helping us on some mapping, working on some subdivision mapping, and it is looking really good. It's gonna be exciting when we get it all finished. Some live and up to date stuff we'll be able to show people, so.
Yeah, we got some, really aggressive stuff.
Yes.
Some of the roads that now are Precinct 1 that were Precinct 2, they're still coming up as Precinct 2, but I think they're working on it.
Yes.
Thank you. On the software, so they're figuring out where everything might go from to get that done.
No, we appreciate it. Once we get that done, it's gonna be a very, very valuable tool for everybody. So thank you. Thanks for y'all working on it. Tell me for listening. Thank you. All right, Neuman, the announcements.
Yeah, we are, thanks to Precinct 4, we'll hold about 8,000 yards of millings down on County Road 651. We're working on 543, we're working on 241, so we have about 8 miles of roads that we got 2 crews working on. Building's done, contractor's out of our hair. We're cleaning up, getting ready to do an expansion on fence lines and stuff like that, and we're in the process of building a shooting range in the back of the property for our sheriff department. It's piece of land that's unused, that worked out perfect to put up berms, and they're in the hole. We can't use it, so it was a perfect opportunity to utilize it instead of our sheriff department going out of county to qualify them, so they can do it within 5 minutes of their office. So we're in that process as well.
All I can say, people, Medina County is busting wide open. Me and Tim did have some conversation for about an hour this week with the Red Homes people, DR Barton, regarding Petranco Road, Gollum Road, which is going to be a major intersection coming from the north. Right now it's called County Road 381. It's going to go up north out towards 211. That's going to be a 135-foot boulevard through there. Down south of that, we talked to them in another conversation about some land they own on Highway 90 and 211, and they're bringing that subdivision up towards that direction, towards into Medina County. All I can say is this, my week, I showed the judge yesterday, I had a meeting with him yesterday. This month and last month, 90% of the days I was booked with developers, lawyers, and people want to come to Medina County, so it's not going to slow down. The housing market on the slower end has dropped off drastically, according to these developers. I think DR Barton is probably our biggest builder right now in the northeast corner for homes that are $300,000 and less. They are expecting to build, hopefully 250 this year. 3 years ago they sold 1,400. So that's where we're at on the lower end entry-level type houses. Keith and I were on some other meetings yesterday. It's just really unbelievable what's going on in Medina County. So all I can say is thank all your road crews for what they're doing out there. I know Facebook gets on there and they get a little upset with people. Sometimes we're trying to work on roads, and we're out there doing our best to get you a better product. That's all I can say. Thank you all.
I had somebody move in about a 40-year-old trailer down in Yancey, so that's precinct 3.
That's it. I'm trying to move it in.
Precinct 4, staying busy, working on roads.
I'm sorry, Commissioner, we cut you off.
That's all right. We're just working on roads. So,
Making progress.
yes, sir. Enjoying a little bit of rain we got.
And 911, thank you for what you're doing. Keith shared that with me yesterday. That is going to make a big help when we've got presentations or whatever we got going on, or whoever needs that information.
I have your addresses for the two.
Just come on, get a hold of me. I got every plan you need in my office, and Jennifer can't find where all of that. I know we keep her quite busy right now too.
Yes, we are. Good work, Jeff. All right, anything else? That's good. All right, well, at this point, then we will adjourn this meeting at 10:30 exactly. And appreciate everybody being here this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bruce. Yeah.